And we are stranded. I wanted to make a stranded profile. I played Stranded pretty close to when it first came out, but I stopped once I realized that I couldn't unlock the builder. But now that they're doing the end of life update for Stranded, and then they're gonna not make any updates and it might just die. So I thought this is the perfect time uh, to play and see how far I could get. I find the Stranded experience on Hypixel Skyblock pretty engaging, a lot of problem solving, and I wanted to give it a go again. And let's see. I think, yeah. So the first problem that I'm going to have to deal with is I think mobs are spawning inside of blocks. You can see by the spider right there and the creeper with its little head poking out. So gonna have to, first task is get rid of both of these islands. The one where the portal would have been on a normal profile, and this grass and stone block over here. And without further ado, let's cut down some wood. I don't think it's super critical to make sure that we get a sapling right off the bat, because I think in the recipe book and then under trades, oh no, I can't get a sapling. So yes, we must get a sapling out of these. So I'm going to cross my fingers. I think the way to go initially, what I'm going to be focusing on is foraging. One, because I really like, oh, there's a sapling. I really like to have the minion storage. I like to generally run with medium storage, and so I'll have to progress through that. Also, in the Acacia collection, there's that item, it's like a candle, and you can prevent mobs from spawning. I don't know if that's going to work currently, but we'll find out. That's another thing with Stranded. It's not really that big of a community, and so it's hard to do research on things. Okay, I have 2 saplings, so get those down. And I'm gonna run over there. We'll see how this goes. And, or no, I am gonna make some tools first. So we'll make a pickaxe, and we'll use this convenient stone here. And we'll use that to make some initial tools. The initial tools that we'll need is just a pickaxe, a sword, and an axe. But why not make them out of stone or cobblestone rather than trying to deal with the lower stats from the wood. Gonna want to wait until day to go over to the main island. So we'll check back when we're ready to go over to the main island. Well, the one where the portal used to be. Okay, I think this is gonna be as good as it's gonna get. I might die, but that's how it goes. So here we go. Normally when I play, hopefully it'll, yep. Normally when I play Minecraft, I like to be safe and I don't like to take risks. That might have to change, but let's see if I can get some of these off. Come on. Here we go. Not too worried about the drops right now. I just want to focus on clearing this out. So there's a skeleton over here in the blocks. Let's knock some of these creepers off. One nice thing that they've changed is when creepers explode, they don't destroy blocks. Ooh, I didn't realize that there was some bone meal in there. Take this chest. Leave the torch there for now. Pick that up as we destroy the island. And oh, we can knock you off. Okay, let's get to destroying this island. Pick up Jerry. Yep. We're unstranded. Pick you up. Can I pick you up? Move Jerry. Gave me an egg. Okay, perfect. Let's move Jerry back over to this island for now while we clear this out. It's gonna take a while. But once it's done, we can build things that won't be so dangerous. Well, and I feel like the name of the game, at least for a lot of Stranded, we want to control how mobs spawn. And unfortunately, they even spawn inside trees, so that will be a problem. But I have a solution for it in a build that I hope to show you in a bit. But this is going to take me a while, so I'll see you when this island is no more. Okay, the sun is coming up and I have destroyed the other island. But now what I want to do is I want to pause for a moment before I destroy this island. I want to get enough trees for an oak minion. And I also want, if you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, my purse, I have 755. I actually don't know what those are called. Are they called coins? I want to make sure I have 1,000 and then drop the banker. In the Skyblock menu, you can get NPCs, and the banker you need to have, they are called coins. You need to have 1,000 coins in your purse, and I want to put the banker down and put the coins in the bank because the monsters are still strong right now, and I don't want to lose any coins and get that. So while that's going on, I will be harvesting trees, making sure that I get enough saplings to continue this little itty bitty tree farm, and then depositing coins in the banker once we get them. So we'll join back once I have enough coins for the banker, and then we'll take some time to mine out this island and then building some more safer regions, because there's a lot of mobs right now that are spawned inside this island, and then anytime a tree grows, they can also spawn inside of trees, so we need to make things a bit safer. So I will see you back again once I have 1,000 coins and we can place down that banker. And we have more than 1,000 coins. I also have enough oak logs to make a minion. And then just in case you didn't know, you can see the recipes for different things in your collections. Here is the foraging, and under the oak collection, minion, and a lot of minions. And then an oak takes, what is that, 80 logs. So I have 80 logs with some left over for some building purposes because even though I'm limited in how I can build things, so if I were to walk away 20 blocks, a mob could spawn in this tree, so I can't stack blocks, so that limits how things can look, but I still like to have nice looking farms. So I'm gonna clear out. I hate at this point large trees. They're kind of difficult to deal with when we don't have means of flying around and collecting everything. If you're wondering how I got the that many coins, it's through leveling up skills. So if you open up the menu and you go to skills, and then for foraging, every single time you level up a skill, you also get coins. So right now I'm a bit away from foraging 5, and then when I do that, I'm going to get an additional 1,000 coins. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to clear out the rest of this island, and then set up a tree farm and get a good amount of this foraging collection. And that's going to serve two purposes. One purpose is that for every level, we're going to gain coins that we can put safely in the bank. But also, if you can see, every time we level up the forager skill, we gain 1 strength. And so that's going to help me do a bit more damage to these mobs that are really dangerous. And also, while we do that, I'm hopefully going to gain enough coins and combat level. I have to do that. The smith allows to reforge our gear, but which one is it? There's a few of these that allow us to make. There's the weaponsmith at combat 4. We're going to be able to buy some weapons, and then is it Rosetta? And then Rosetta sells some gear for us. So I'm going to make a tree farm with minions, and then build up a good amount of coins through that, and then so we can buy some gear, some weapons, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna spend some time. I'm gonna clear out. Is there a log? There's probably one little log. Yep, I can see it right there. Can I reach it? Yep. Also, one thing to note, while you're harvesting these big trees, you want to harvest them in a way that you actually pick up the drops in time, because a lot of people play Hypixel Skyblock, and so you can't leave drops on the ground, because how they do it is, I forget what the normal time for items to despawn in normal Minecraft, but in Hypixel they've reduced that quite a bit to save on server lag, and performance, things like that. Okay, I think I got all of those. So let's get rid of the rest of these trees, and then I can destroy this island and then get on with my plan of making a safe space to do some foraging, leveling up. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I love foraging at least for the early part of Stranded. You can do that to do the get more strength to deal more damage. But if you look in the collections, and then for oak, where is it? So here at Oak Log Collection 4, we can get small storage. But I don't want to stop until I can make these medium storages. So when I'm not playing the game, minions have 9 extra slots to put stuff in. So I'll be back once I clear this out and I start building a nice little beginner tree farm for us. So I will be back once this is completely gone. I wanted to show this. I'm going to put the banker right here. Hello, Mr. Banker. And then I'm going to safely deposit my 2,000 coins in there so they're safe. So if I die while clearing this out, that I won't lose my coins. So I'll be back once I clear all of this out. And I'm back. So I've cleared everything out, and I have Jerry and Mr. Banker here safely next to the bedrock. I got a few more coins, so we're just over 4,000 coins. I raised the mining skill while I was tearing that out. And now I'm ready to start building out and making a little tree farm. So I'm going to use half slabs, and I'm going to do a lower half slab. How far should I build out? Not too far. That's good. And let's build out maybe 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get a few more slabs. I made sure in my storage to make sure that I have enough logs to still make an oak minion and not run out. So I'll leave that there. So I should be okay for the rest of these to use for building purposes. Let's use that, and then let's just build out. My idea for building safe spaces is to make bottom half slabs pretty much everywhere, and then we can place a block on top of that. And then it should be enough for mobs not to spawn in them. If anyone knows, because I have been playing Stranded for a little bit, because I was mulling over making YouTube videos on it, and I didn't see any mobs, spawning inside of blocks. But then all of a sudden it just started happening. I tried to make new profiles, and it just kept on happening. So I don't know if that's just a me thing, or if this is something that's going on in other Stranded profiles. My non-Stranded profiles are, fine. I didn't have any problem with mobs spawning inside of blocks, but it's a really big pain. However, I am determined to not let it get me down. I have determined that I am going to try to play Stranded until it becomes completely broken, which is subjective. Um, but yeah, I want to more think about how do I overcome problems rather than how do I get out of playing this, because I do find it enjoyable playing Stranded, and I don't want to miss out on Stranded, so I'm going to play it until it is completely kaput. So this is probably enough. Let's build out just a few more, and I'm going to put a slab there. And then let's do, this is going to be the one to step up. And I'm going to surround everything with cobblestone. And then there. So here, mobs will not be able to spawn here. So this is a bottom half slab, and then that up there. So how I like to make my minion kind of stations is to surround them. So if I build out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have to build that out just a little bit so I don't fall off. And then on the inside here, I'm going to put the locations for the trees to go, and then the minions. So in the corners, on the side here, and then just to save on dirt, fill in the rest with dirt. And then in the center, I'm gonna put an oak plank for the minion to go. So I'll put this here, and then let's get out the materials to actually craft the minion. Do I have any? I don't have any sticks. So I'll make a wooden axe, and then the minion, and then this will be much safer. Yay, I made a minion. And then as you can see here from this kind of description here, as we make more unique minions, we unlock more minions. And then he's gonna place down a tree, and then it grows pretty fast there. Yep, there we go. So I am going to build the rest of this out, and then as I place down more minions and upgrade them, I'm going to unlock more minion slots. I'm only going to be able to make a 2x2 kind of minion plot here. If I go any farther than that, then mobs will start spawning in the trees. But I think I'm going to be able to have 4, right here, and then make a staircase, and then do another 2x2 on a second story. So I'm gonna get along with this. Ooh, I need to put a torch down there so I don't get any surprises. But I'm gonna, build this up, harvest some trees, increase my foraging level, and then that'll probably be it for today. So I'll come back to you once I build this out more, and then you can see how the build turns out. And then of course, I'm going to be raising the foraging level. So as that goes up, I'm going to be depositing my coins in the banker, probably move them closer to make that easier. But yeah, I'm going to build that out, and I'll see you before I go with what the end design of this looks out. So hopefully I can do it fast. Well, it's all done, here's the first floor of the tree farm. And then gotta clear some leaves and the second floor. Now, one thing I didn't explain before I go, but I had the full intentions of doing, is you can get or unlock the coal collection by putting an auto smelter in a tree related minions. I've already done that, so I don't need to make another one. And I got enough to make a coal minion, because before I go, I at least want to show unlocking my 6th minion slot. So we'll make a wooden pickaxe, put here, and then there's a coal minion, but I need to make 2 other minions. So get rid of the leaves. It's not too bad when I'm jumping in between floors. But here I can increase this minion, and when I increase this minion, I'm going to increase the slots. So the max storage of the minion 1 is 64 blocks, and then Oak Minion 2 is 192. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I just need to make 1 more, and then for my last one, I'll do it, whereas there's my cobblestone minion, and I just need, I think it's 2.5 stacks to get there. Let's see. 1, 2, and then a half. Oh, that's the coal minion. There we go. Then we get the coal minion, and then there we go. I have the 6 slots, so that should be enough room to make 1 more oak minion. And the whole reason I'm doing this is so I can get more minion storage. So here for the minion 1, the oak minion 1, it just has 1 slot to store here if you were to, like, do something else or log off and take a break or for the day. Oak minion has 3 slots. I can use, I think it's 64, 64 logs to make a small storage, and you can put those next to minions, and then so there's 3 there, and then there's 3 more there. But what I want is the medium storage. So not only do I have to progress in my oak log collection, but for the median, it needs the small storage, and it also needs an enchanted oak logs. And to get that, it's, what is that? 1, 2, 2.5 stacks of oak logs to get 1 enchanted oak log. But I need 8 to just make 1. And what I want is to make as many of these medium storages, because that'll make progressing some of the other collections. We don't have very many right now. I just have oak log. I have a few of the farming ones, but just an example, like this mutton, to make that minion, I need a lot more mutton. Is that 64? But right now, I only have 2. So that'll be things to do in the future. But yeah, I'm going to be working out in between episodes, working on my oak log collections. And then next episode, I want to work on unlocking a lot more minions. That's the goal. But anyways, for the banker, I have a lot more money, almost 16,000 coins. So hopefully by next time I'll have a lot more coins. And then next episode, as I'm unlocking more minions, some of those will be from mobs. I'm planning on making a mob farm, and we'll be able to unlock a lot more minions that way, and then increase the combat skill. Is that what it is? I always get confused. Yeah, combat skill, because we need to get to, is it 8? What is it? So for the weaponsmith, that's combat 4. And then, no, I only need to get to combat 6. So we'll want to get to combat 6, as well as getting a lot of drops from hostile mobs to hopefully, unlock some of their minions. And then that way, when I, take breaks, I can use those minion storages. Hopefully I'll be able to have a good number of medium size ones, and then that'll help progress some of those collections. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll look forward to episode 2 while I'm compiling this all these clips into a full video. I'll be working on increasing this log collection. So see you next time. Bye. Oh, I should probably turn around and say goodbye. So until next time. Oh, bye.